Hello, everybody. This is Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with a daily release. Today, I'm going to upload a lot of zodiac readings. I recommend you guys book your readings if you feel compelled to do so. If you feel compelled to do so, there's a reason for that, okay? Trust and believe. The last two daily releases that I did, I felt like I was being obedient to Spirit, and Spirit was like, that's not the way I told you to deliver that message. That's not the way I told you to deliver it. Spirit wants me to be very matter of fact about a particular point when it comes to relationships, okay? And I didn't want to deliver it because I was saying to Spirit that they're gonna think I'm saying this and da da da. Spirit's like, I don't give a damn what they think. Deliver the message. However they choose to take it is their choice. You don't have a choice but to do what I told you to do in speaking to me, right? So I'm like, all right. I'm like, but Spirit, loving, kind, forgiving, right? Spirit's like, I made you in my image. Don't you get pissed? I'm like, yes. Don't you get irritable? Yes. Don't you become impatient and intolerant of people's bullshit? Yes. Spirit's like, deliver the message. Look, infidelity is going to be not tolerated, period. Okay? Males. I don't do very many readings for males, but when I do, I see how often and how long infidelity has been a part of your program, okay? Like, if you book a reading with me and you think you're going to lie to me, don't book a reading with me, okay? You're not going to be able to. Spirit tells me more than I'd like to know in these cards, okay? Look, males have this thing when it comes to being faithful. I don't know what's so freaking hard about it, you fellas. I really don't. Because women could do it too if we wanted to. Are you kidding? Of course we could. We just don't get anything out of it. If we choose to love you, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to love you. And it doesn't matter if somebody finer, with more money, who's kicking your ass all day and night, comes along and says, hey, baby, what's poppin'? You know what we're going to tell them? I'm taken. Why? Because we respect love. We love whoever we choose to love, and nobody else is going to be able to get in the way of that, period. I don't care how fine you are. We might get tempted, you know what I'm saying, but it ain't going down. Males have this thing where they're so afraid of being vulnerable that they won't be. Now, in order to really experience love, you have to be vulnerable. Men hate being vulnerable. Males, why do you act like you're so strong, yet so afraid of being hurt? If you get hurt in a love relationship, you're not gonna die, yo. Ask a woman. Do you know why this message is so important? I'm gonna put these cards down. Love is a very high vibration, correct? Without it, where do you think humanity would be? Oh, there's never a shortage in low vibrational energy, is there? But high vibrational energy, love, joy, those things, yeah, there's a shortage. So if you continue to cheat on women, right, what does that do to the woman? It stops her from wanting to trust in the next relationship, or she will trust, but not as much as she did before. So she'll be jaded over time, and she will not be giving that full throttle, high vibrational love that she was designed to give naturally. Now you have a younger generation of girls who don't even understand the concept of endurance in relationships, and then you have women who are jaded because men have been cheating on women forever. It's like common knowledge, but we'd like to believe differently because we just don't want to accept that truth. Males, come on, man. You guys have been, males infidelity just don't like mix. I don't know what the deal is. You guys are altering the course of the way energy is being allocated. That's a problem. Spirit has no more tolerance for this, okay? Now, I didn't want to relay this message. I'm in Aries. Last month was Aries season. I should have been all over that. I didn't want to relay this message because Spirit was like, relay it and don't be nice about it. Spirit's getting ready to give karma a water break and come down here itself. You don't want that, because then Spirit will decide what your consequence will be if you keep disregarding love relationships as if they come a dime a dozen. They don't. You might think you have somebody who loves you, but they won't. Not really when it really comes down to it. But the one who loves you unconditionally usually is the one who gets to eat it, because you want to go to your boys and act like you got all these horses in your stable. What's so uncool about getting around your boys and saying, yo, I got a winner on my team. I'm not about to talk bad about my girl. Shit, she's down like 4 flat tires. She's solid. Y'all could talk about females like that all you want. Mine's is solid. Yeah. What do you know? The energy is the Two of Cups. Check this out. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. So, spiritual unions and fidelity. Let's go. You saw me shuffle. You think I'm kidding? And then in a private, the readings are even more with precision. You want to know what's going on in your life? Book your readings ASAP Rocky. Okay? Because I'm telling you, in a minute, I will probably be overbooked and I will have to shut down shop until it evens out. If you want your readings, you want to know if your man or woman is being faithful, you want to know if the person that you're with is worth spending your life with, if you met somebody new, if you want to know what Spirit has in store for you because you want to venture out and do different things, I recommend you book your readings now. Spirit is showing me detail-oriented information about your lives right now. I don't know how long this seeing things with precision shit is gonna go, but when I do private readings for people, it is so obviously clear what the message is. Overall energy is the Two of Cups. When you are in a spiritual union with someone, please honor it. Don't think that Spirit's getting ready to start handing them out like candy anymore. If you don't honor someone who is willing to love you, right? And usually it's unconditionally. Like, this person knows that you be fucking up, knows that you're fallible. We're all fallible, right? But this person's like put up with your shit forever and you're still cheating on this person, or you're still like doing this person wrong. I'm talking to females and males alike, actually. Like, if you don't honor your relationship, not only are you going to lose it, guess what's going to happen? Spirit's going to, like, present you with something real interesting that's not going to be too fun. Let me close that front door. You're hearing airplanes and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so another reason why this message, like, I really was not in like a hurry to give it, is because this relates to me as well. It's not just spiritual unions with like a love partner. I'll give you another example, right? Like, if you are a parent and you put your kid on the back burner because of this or that or whatever, that's a third party situation too, right? Your job, look, it's just so funny. Look, I haven't shuffled these cards yet, but children, right? You don't realize, those of you who have children, everything you do, you're teaching them something inadvertently. Are you aware of that? So if you teach them that they go on the back burner just because so-and-so called, and you sit there and talk to them for hours when your kid is fighting for your attention, you know what you're teaching your kid? That they don't deserve attention. So what are they going to do? Settle for someone who doesn't give them any later on in life. Like, let's not teach our kids to settle for less because they're not supposed to. You weren't either. And I get it. A lot of us were not equipped, right? But then we get into this world that's like so fast paced and like presents us with so much shit. and we don't even know how the hell to deal with it. Well, those of you watching tarot, Spirit's giving you like the blueprint on how to live the life you can. An amazing one. But you have to do your part. You have to honor the relationships that Spirit gives you. First card is wish fulfillment. Family, 10 of Cups, happiness, like overall. Strength. It requires strength to maintain these wish fulfillment type relationships. It requires unconditional love. Like that's the theme from now until forever. We're going into the age of Aquarius. People are waking up. Not everybody all together. That's the problem. Right? So if you're with someone and you're equipped to be faithful, but this person is ill-equipped to be faithful, and you know that you've been stomping on hearts your whole life, guess what? Endure it if you love this person. Be strong enough to love that person anyway. Because you know they're not hurting you because they want to hurt you. They're hurting you because they're not equipped. Their parents didn't teach them how to be honorable toward spiritual unions. You be the one to teach them, especially if you know that you've taken relationships for granted for quite some time. But so many people are on the defense when it comes to like, oh, if somebody dogs me out, I'm walking away from this commitment. That's called conditional love, not unconditional love. Spirit ain't got no tolerance for that anymore. Everybody wants to be forgiven, but nobody wants to forgive. Everybody wants to be appreciated, but nobody wants to appreciate the other partner. Everybody wants tolerance, but nobody wants to give tolerance. Spirit's like, yo, we ain't doing that no more. Y'all keep playing, okay? Males, for those of you who haven't been faithful a day in your life, you know what's going to happen? The woman that you really love, that for whatever reason you just have such a hard time making sure you do what you're supposed to do to enforce the fact that you love her by being faithful, being available to help her raise your children and maintain the household and be committed and do all of those things to maintain the relationship. You know what's going to happen? Someone else is going to offer her something of value. You think she doesn't know when you're out of pocket? Yeah, she knows. Women always know. We may not be able to put our finger on it, but there will be a completion if you keep playing. What'd I say? Y'all think I'm playing? Okay. And she's gonna find somebody who's a worthy opponent. If she's endured with you and you've been cheating on her throughout the course of your relationship, she's gonna find a boss. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I didn't want to deliver this message because it sounds like I'm preaching. Well, I am. That's what Spirit told me to do. Spirit was like, deliver the message and don't be nice about it. I'm like, wait, what, Spirit? I'm sorry, what? Spirit's like, you heard what I said. I'm not here to like be friends. I'm here to do my job. All right? You know you've arrived as a light worker when the messages start to become like not so fun to present. Because like I'm giving, like Spirit is telling me to give people ultimatums and let them know, oh, I see what you've been doing. Okay, here's your choices, this or that. Be glad some of you have a choice, some of you don't. If you are being nurtured by someone, right? And they love you and you know that you're fallible and you know you've done some things that you haven't quite shared with your spouse that you should have. There should be no secrets between you and your spouse. Now, I could go on one for like a whole hour about why, but let's just make that point. If you're being nurtured by someone, why would you turn around and act like everybody that you meet will nurture you? They might play a good one, but they really won't. Relationships are about give and take. Give and take. And if you're just taking and not giving, or if you're with a partner who's just taking and not giving, that's a problem. You have a right to walk away from one of those. Unconditional love does not mean being somebody's punching bag, okay? You can start anew when you know that you're in a relationship with someone who does not value you at all. There's a difference between unconditional love and like saying, look, I've had enough because I'm the mother of your children. I've been taking care of our children pretty much by myself as you walk in and out that front door, whatever you'd like. But I haven't had that option because the kids need somebody stable, and that's usually mom. The males are usually the ones who think they have the leverage to kind of like go do what they want. Oh, really? Look, here's the message I've been giving, males. I know a lot of you will probably unsubscribe. Go for it, okay? Like I said, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be obedient to spirit. For you males who know that you have not been faithful a day in your fucking life, yet you think that because you just now decided to get serious about relationships and a girl that you love has cheated on you, and you're like, oh, I'm out. You cheated on me. Are you kidding? Go back to the girl. Let your heart be troubled for just a moment and give the girl an opportunity to see what unconditional love is through you loving her unconditionally. Right? That's your option. Not go look for another love partner that you know you don't love, but will be a body to replace the girl that you really love. Because you've trained yourself to do that like forever. Knowing that you're sad deep down inside because the girl that you really love walked away, because you know you deserve that she walked away because you didn't treat her well. You did not give to her. Here's the card clarifying. The way she gave to you. After a while, a woman is going to kick rocks. Women are nurturing. We're not stupid. Keep this up. Keep breaking hearts, people, and thinking that like it's all gonna be well. Okay, keep telling yourself that. This is what's gonna happen. This is a woman who's been experienced. The Queen of Swords has been through every damn miserable thing you can think of. That's why she keeps her sword sharpened and knows when to cut off fuck shit when she sees it. If you've been with a woman for a minute, fellas in particular, ladies, if you've been with a male for a minute in particular, and every damn sense in your body is going off letting you know that this man is not worth your time, yeah, Spirit's telling you. You have Spirit's permission to kick rocks, because Spirit is going to go ahead and replace that person with somebody who has earned their keep in your life. Spirit's going to get involved and break it up anyway. Might as well be on your terms rather than on Spirit's terms, because when Spirit does it when you least expect it, when your money ain't right, when you ain't prepared for it, and all that shit. And then what? Like, if you know you're in a relationship that's like no bueno, you know you don't really love this person, you know this person really doesn't love you, they're not nurturing you, the spiritual union is being like, it's like you're experiencing sadness. The person's not giving and taking like they're supposed to. Like, you're giving, they're taking, your heart's broken. You always think about starting over. I don't care if you have children with this person. What does that mean? You want your children to see you be like heartbroken and like really not happy, and watch one of the parents in the home like not be fair? Like, that you're teaching your kids to do the same shit inadvertently. Take a psychology class and tell me I'm kidding. Everybody always thinks the grass is greener on the other side until they get on the other side and realize, oh yeah, it's not. I want my girl or my man back. Oops, it's too late. They're with Fabio now. I'm closing you out, then I'm pulling out some oracles, y'all. Look, somebody loves you, okay? Whoever this is resonating with. Somebody thinks the world of you. That's what this card means, recognition. It either means someone thinks the world of you, or you're thinking a little bit too much of yourself and you're about to get left because your ass has not been nurturing to the person who's been loving you unconditionally, and you think that you've got like 1,050 options when the only option has been right up under your nose the whole time, nurturing you and taking care of you and loving you despite it all. You better go to the cosmos and ask the cosmos to help you switch up your style if you have a hard time being faithful and good to your lover. They'll help you. Also, look at yourself on the inside, whether you are on the side of the person who's being taken advantage of or the person who takes advantage of the other. Ask yourself, why do you do that? Why do you allow yourself to be treated less than? That's an issue. We need to talk about that. Book your reading. If you're one of the ones who takes advantage of others, ask yourself, why are you so afraid to be vulnerable and actually experience love and be faithful? Book your reading. Because third-party situations hurt the other party. You're basically telling the other partner that they're just another chicken in your coop. You wouldn't like to be given that message inadvertently, so why would you make a woman or man feel that way and then go have other partners and think like that's how it goes? It's hurtful, to say the least, and it jades people so much so that the vibration of love becomes lessened. If that happens, that's a big problem universally. That's why Spirit ain't happy about it and is no longer going to tolerate it. The Age of Aquarius is everything about not this. How about that? The Age of Aquarius is about love and actually realizing and understanding what it is and going into a less warlike state. Go look it up. Watch some YouTube videos about the Age of Aquarius. It's about our progression as human beings. Do you know we're digressing? We're digressing. That's why Spirit's irritated. And then I get to feel this energy as a light worker. Cool. Now I have to relay this message. I didn't want to. I really didn't. Because a lot of you don't want to hear this shit. Because not only is it relationship oriented, it's like if you are putting someone or something off that loves you, your children, I don't care what it is, whatever values you, nurtures you, and you treat it like garbage. Spirit gave you that thing. You likely didn't do anything in your life to deserve it, but Spirit gave it to you anyway, and you think you can do better? Spirit's like, okay, you do? Okay, you sure you want to take that chance? I wouldn't. Personally, that's just my opinion. I don't make people's choices for them. I just deliver the messages. Don't shoot me, y'all. Trust me, this message relates to me as well, okay? I am no less fallible than you guys, okay? And that's another reason why it struck a chord and I didn't want to deliver it. All right, I'm in Aries. I am so quick to be like, yo, I'm done. Fuck you. You want to play with me like that and disregard me? Okay, bye. Right? We have to have tolerance in relationships. Now, the one I ended that I was in for 14 years, because my subbies know that. Last year, I ended a relationship I was in for 14 years. There's no question. That one had to end. Why? He took me for granted every year on the year, okay? I displayed unconditional love. This one just wouldn't get it together, okay? He's the one that's going to have an upside down cake for the next broad, all right? I've already met a Fabio, and I don't even want to get into any relationships. And I told you guys are not going to have the option. That's the only way you're going to learn what unconditional love is, through getting into a relationship, a spiritual union. So for those of you who want one, oh, it's coming. But Spirit's going to expect you to be on your best behavior and value what you've been given. Otherwise, it will be taken and you won't be happy about that. That's the message. I'm sorry if some of you thought it was harsh, but Spirit didn't want me to give it nicely. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. If you're in a relationship and nurturing someone and all of your spider senses are telling you that this person is not valuing me, guess what? It's not intended for you to be somebody's doormat. That is not unconditional love. Just because you know how to stay with someone who knows how to treat you like, they could do better. Oh, well, let them go see if they can do better. Yeah, why not? Because you see the red flags. You know that this person's not being honorable to you. For those of you who are in relationships, spiritual unions with someone, and you know in your heart of hearts this person is not being good to you. Yeah, it's true. Why do you think you're feeling that feeling? Because this person's not valuing you. Pay attention to the red flags. Stop being in denial and allowing yourself to nurture someone who breaks your heart, makes you think about moving on a daily, and hurts you. And won't give shit to you in comparison to what you give to them. That's not a relationship. That's like a dictatorship. That's like hurtful daily. And then on top of that, they got the nerve to add another party to the mix as if you don't know what they're doing. If they're not with you on a regular, they're with someone doing something. Get the drift, guys? I hope so. I hope this was raw enough. Spirit did not want me to deliver this message like all kindly. Because you guys ain't going to take it seriously if I'm like, so here's how it is, right? No. Usually you listen when you hear a certain tone. Spirit's been giving me that tone for a minute. Spirit is so far up my ass to deliver this message, dude. I had no choice. I'm sorry. Some of you guys are going to lose your relationships because you haven't been valuing them. If you feel that that's you, book your reading so that I could tell you what you could do to possibly salvage it before Spirit snatches it. Because once Spirit snatches it, trust me, the next option ain't gonna be no better. It's a long way down from there. Spirit, what is the overall energy of those whom this reading resonated with, Spirit? Thank you so very much. This is out of the Akashic deck. People, I'm in the Akasha all day long, okay? I just do the tarot because people are visual, all right? The Master Artisan. We talked about this in one of my last dailies. A lot of you guys are ready to graduate to the next level of self-mastery, okay? Self-mastery comes with self-control, realizing what you've been given, and really getting better at your craft. In this particular situation, we're talking about love. Some of you are doing a lot better in learning how to be more tolerant and learning how to be faithful in every way, shape, and form. That means like not entertaining people in your DMs and all that type of shit. If you don't want your partner to do it, then you don't do it. Right? And a lot of you are ready to graduate to that place, like where you really, a lot of you have awakened and arrived, and you're ready to get better at love relationships, because you know that you probably faux pas quite a bit in the past. We all have, but some more than others. And it's usually the ones who messed up a little bit more than others, who think that they should never have to endure, the faux pas of others. I find that so interesting. You've been cheating on women forever, right? And you're just now choosing to take relationships seriously, yet you don't think you deserve to be cheated on? Well, you're gonna be, because you have to learn unconditional love and teach that other person. You're gonna get a crash course. It's either that or Spirit gets to decide what else you get to endure. Trust me, don't do that. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm going to upload your zodiac readings today, all right? And I'm going to give y'all the messages how I get them. Namaste, my loves. You know you ain't going to get it no way but uncut from me. There's no other way to give it. I love you. Trust me, I do. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't deliver these messages. I'd go find some other shit to do. Because this right here, I don't want you guys to think I'm making this shit up. That's when you know you've arrived as a light worker. Like the messages aren't so shiny and happy. They're like really real. And a lot of the readings I've been doing for people are like this or that. Either they have a lot to look forward to, or like some people have some dues to pay. Regardless of who you think you are in that category, book your readings. It's better to know than to not know. Trust me. It isn't $80 well spent, I promise. Okay? If you feel compelled, it's because you need to book your reading. Okay? I'm a lot more gentle in privates than in generals. I try to be, unless you act like, I'm not saying what I'm saying in these cards. If you want to book a reading and you think you're going to lie to me about what I'm going to see here, then don't book your reading, because that is the most irritating thing to me. Spirit is clearly showing me, like, what's up here, right? And then you want to be like, no. And I'm like, okay, let me put it like this. Is that true? Oh, yeah, okay. If you want to change your life for the better, you want to live life to the fullest and enjoy it for what it's worth, and enjoy it with someone who loves you just as much as you love them. You want to know what's going on in your life and in your relationship. You have any questions regarding what you feel Spirit wants you to know and focus on in your life right now so you can live life to the fullest? Book your readings. If you could come up with this information on your own, you wouldn't watch Tarot, right? Okay. Follow your instincts. If you want to book a reading, I recommend you do so ASAP. I have a feeling I'm going to get booked quick. When that happens, I have to shut down shop because I can't deliver that much like that. Like if I get 1,000 people trying to book a reading, and it always happens like that. It's either dry as a desert or like Niagara Falls. It's Niagara falling. You guys need to book your readings, okay? All right, lovies. I come at you guys like this because I want you guys to get the message. I want you guys to know, you know what I'm saying? That like Spirit's not kidding anymore. Like the tolerance for poor behavior in love relationships, it's not optional anymore. It's not. You don't have a choice. Spirit gave you that relationship. If you think you can do better than what Spirit has given you, Spirit is just going to give you that. Spirit's going to say, okay, you think you could do better? Go. You're free. Go do better. And then you're going to find that Spirit does know best. And then you're going to think you're going to be able to go back to the person who loved you unconditionally, only to find out that person's happily in love with someone else. So if you're in love with someone, treat them like you do, okay? Otherwise, come June, July, I've been given those months specifically. Things are going to get interesting. Namaste, loves.